I'm back. So I have two things written down for today's video. It's about beliefs, but it's also about skill sets. Two different things. So everybody watching this has something that they desire, has something that they are seeking to do or looking to improve upon, or a goal that they want to reach, or a feeling that they want to feel when they have something in possession, whether that be material, spiritual, relationships, income, doesn't matter. And the biggest thing that I've noticed to kind of keep myself sane and be able to stay neutral, that I think a lot of people have a hard time doing, is stepping back and analyzing your thoughts into two different categories. Because the more energy that you give to your thoughts, the more that they will create the frequency to then proceed into the physical world. If anybody doesn't want to believe that, yeah, you can not believe that, but you know, test it out, see how that goes. If you have more thoughts that align with your belief and you give energy to those, you will get, or align with your desire, then you will get closer to that desire because you're continuously thinking about the thing. But if you decide to put your energy on thoughts or belief that you have and give more light to them, and these are completely misaligned with the thing that you actually desire, you're stepping away from it, whether that's consciously or subconsciously. So let me just give an example, right? I had a kid in my program in my chat today who said that, you know, he's seeing us text in this chat and he's kind of feeling down on himself because he didn't get the training in today. And I said, well, you have two ways of looking at this. You could either say, right, man, like I didn't train today. I'm getting, I'm going backwards. This is a big setback. Da 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 da. Getting your head about it. Basically, wasting time about thinking about wasted time. No reason to do that. Or he can look at, right, okay, didn't train today. We're gonna prepare for a crazy session, tomorrow. And it brings you energy, but it's a good energy because it aligns in a direction that you want to go. So you kind of have to deprogram yourself into telling yourself that you have to think a certain way because a certain situation happens or whatever. That's a perfect example. And so the key lesson that anybody can take from that is be aware of the two different options that you can give to a thought or belief that you have. Do they align with your desired reality that you want, or are they misaligned with that? And if you're conscious of that, and then you catch yourself thinking about something negative or whatever it is, just flip it. Because there is positive and negative. There's always going to be positive and negative. Regardless, there's always going to be good and evil. There's always going to be a spectrum of things. So you can choose as to what energy you want to put towards those different thoughts. Second thing that I want to talk about today is something that I talked about in a recent mastermind that I did, that I was a part of, talking about your skill sets and how you can take the skill sets that you're great at, that you're strong in, that you have great experience in, that you have high value in, and apply them to your weaker aspects or the thing that you haven't done, the things that you haven't done as much. So, as an example, I'm a strength coach. So I'm constantly in the gym training kids. I'm constantly, form coaching online, building my business, constantly talking to new athletes every single day. So I consider my skill set to be very, very high in that. And I continuously get evidence to show that I am good at what I do, which brings me confidence. Now, let's just say I wanted to pursue ballet or dancing or like Let's say I wanted to go on Broadway. Technically, that'd be out of my comfort zone, right? I haven't practiced this. It hasn't been part of my everyday routine like it is when I train clients, right? Let's say I wanted to do Broadway show. But and this could be this you don't want to think of it from this lens. You want to think of it like, okay, whenever you step into a scenario where things seem uncomfortable because they are new to you, you want to kind of shift your head and your mindset to be able to take from the skill sets that you already know, that confidence that I already have when I coach my clients, that confidence that I have as a strength coach to be able to transform athletes and bring new ideas and topics into their mind, to be able to, you know, that integrity that I have when I'm doing my thing, I can then bring that into the thing that I am uncomfortable doing. And so it's because you don't have to sit in this fearful unknown in, like, let's say a new thing that you're discovering or stepping into. You can, that's an option if you want to do that. Or you can just think about the times and the places where you do have this integrity and this confidence and this courage to be able to do, you know, miraculous things and step into scenarios where most people would fold. You have skill sets that you're really, really good at. So take those emotions and those higher levels of consciousness that you have in those skill sets and bring them to the skill sets where you may feel, you know, that sense of unknown or fear. And so this is kind of how you minimize or completely eliminate your weak aspects of your life. Let's say you're, you know, a businessman and you're really good at business, but you ain't that good at, you know, women or, you know, relationships. Well, why don't you take the confidence and the energy that you bring to business and bring that towards, you know, the women that you potentially talk to or the relationships that you potentially want to get in? Things will change drastically. And so we're constantly battling different versions of ourselves. But why don't we just choose the one that we love to be? Right? Like your thing. Let's just say, you know, you have this goal in mind and you're consistently going at it, but, you know, you can see energy that something brings you. Like, let's say you're an athlete and you love, you know, being an athlete, and that gives you that joy, that confidence to be able to attack things, right? Why don't you take those aspects and bring them into certain scenarios in your life that, you know, you may be weak in? Like, I used to have trouble speaking to my parents and speaking to my family because there was constant, you know, uh, disruption. But now what I do is I take the confidence and the true person that I am when I am this coach, and I apply it to the areas of my life that were previously weak, and things shift. Like, things truly shift. So I think that the takeaways that we could, you know, the takeaways that you can have from this video are: one, step back and look at your thoughts and beliefs and patterns of thinking and question whether or not they align or misalign with your desire or what you truly want to pursue and achieve in life. And throw out, deprogram, shift the paradigm of those misaligned thoughts. And then also take the skill sets of yourself and any character that you are that are very high quality skill sets, high value, and apply them to the areas of your life that you may be lacking in or may be a weakness for you. And that's all I got today. Stay locked in.